Squid Game is easily the most popular show of this year so far. It just outclasses everything else that has been released. With the ending of Season 1, fans are clamoring for another season. They want Season 2 right now. So what do we know about the second season of Squid Game? Well, stay tuned because we are going to discuss rumors about Squid Game Season 2. Here's what we know so far. First up, does Season 2 deserve to exist? One of the first things to think about and cover when talking about a second season for a TV show is, does it deserve another season? Squid Game came out of nowhere when Netflix bought the rights to the show and released it globally in September this year. The show instantly gained success and became one of the most popular shows Netflix has ever released, and the most popular show released this year by any platform. It has really taken the world by storm and introduced a whole new group of people to Korean TV shows and subtitled projects. I think it is very clear that this show deserves another season if the writer and director really want it to happen, and he has been clear in many interviews that he would love to create another season. The creator of Squid Game is loving the current buzz around his show and is more than happy to take what fans want and create a new season of the show. It's safe to say that this show more than deserves another season, but it's just up to Netflix if they want to create another one. They will most likely create a new season of the show because it did so well. They would be losing so much money if they didn't renew it. Season 2 will also probably have a bigger budget because Netflix will put way more money into the project. At the end of the day, Squid Game Season 2 deserves to happen, but it's just going to be a while before anything is spoken about it. One thing we need to think about is, has the show been renewed yet? Now that we know that Squid Game deserves another season because of its insane release and its popularity right now, but the main question after that is, has the project been renewed as of yet? Sadly, we haven't heard anything concrete about a second season of the show happening just yet. While the creator of the show has been going on and on about a second season, nothing has been confirmed by a reliable source. The creator is constantly talking about what he wants to do with another season and how it is going to be another success if it happens. The project hasn't been greenlit by Netflix or any other company just yet. Obviously, this season is very likely to happen, but we have nothing to prove it is happening right now. It sometimes takes Netflix a few months to announce a second season to a show like Squid Game because there are so many things to think about before doing so. One, they have to let the hype carry on and see if people will still want another season in a few months. Sometimes hype for shows die down and they forget about it. Netflix doesn't really want that. They want the show to be constantly in the minds of viewers. Another reason is that they may be sorting out a deal with the Korean production companies who created Squid Game in the first place. They only own the rights to Squid Game, so for Season 2, they may want some more control over this new season. They will be figuring everything out behind the scenes before actually announcing the project. Now we have, when will Season 2 be released? So Season 2 is most likely happening, as Netflix would be stupid to miss out on that money, and even the creator is ready to go on another season of his beloved show. But when will this season be released? Obviously, nothing has been confirmed just yet, as Netflix hasn't spoken on the existence of Season 2 of Squid Game. It is most likely happening, so the release date is something we can talk about. Season 1 was only released in September of this year, so it has only been out for over a month right now. It's going to be a while before pre-production begins on this project. The way of the world of TV and film is working right now, it's going to take longer for a new project to release because of the new post-quarantine landscape. In a perfect world, the show would be being written right now, and even then, the show would probably release either late 2022 or early 2023. It's best to think that Squid Game Season 2 will probably release in 2023, maybe even 2024. It all depends on how quick they can get this project written and completed. They will want to make the new season even better than Season 1, so they don't want to rush things. Squid Game Season 2 has a lot to live up to, so it needs to take its time. Don't expect this show to release anytime soon, so watch the spaces where you can find out more information on new shows. Who will be returning in Season 2? The stage has been set for a second season of Squid Game, but do we know anything about the contents of this new season? It's safe to say that all the characters who survived Season 1 would return in some way. It seems like Squid Game is going to be a story that follows a few characters, but it could end up going a different way. We don't really know anything about the show. Most sequels to shows like this would keep the same characters as the audience is still pretty new to the genre and the world. Squid Game set a lot up in its first season and introduced a completely new generation to the death game genre and of course Korean dramas. The show will probably now be catered towards a global audience instead of the Korean audience of the original season. Hopefully this doesn't take away from what made the original special. The writers need to keep things as they were. They shouldn't cater to the new audience too much because when they didn't do it on this season, it did really well with the global streaming market. Squid Game Season 2 will work well even if they don't think about the global audience, so they need to think about what will make this show better and not try to make it something it isn't. And what could happen in Season 2? Another thing to think about is the plot of Season 2. So what could happen in Season 2? Well, we don't know anything official, but the creator himself has said a few things about it. The pressure on me is huge now with such a big audience waiting for a Season 2. Because of all that pressure, I haven't decided yet whether or not not I should do another season, he admitted. But if you look at it in a positive way, because so many people love season 1 and are expecting good things for season 2, there are people everywhere in the world offering their opinions about where the show could go. I could actually pull ideas from fans all around the world to create the next season. Another thing he went on to talk about was the relationship between Hwang Jun-ho and Hwang In-ho, as the ending left things up in the air. I could also go into the story of that recruiter in the suit who plays the game of jockey with Gi-hun and gives him the card in the first episode, he added. And of course we could go with Gi-hun's story as he turns back and explores more about how he's going to navigate through his reckoning with the people who are designing the games. So I don't know yet, but I'll just say there are a lot of possibilities out there for Season 2 storylines. Season 2 is shaping up to be something special. Hopefully they can create the same magic the first season had. And finally, we have what is this show based upon? To end off this video, we have a small section on what this show is based upon. The creator himself said, I read a lot of comic books revolving around surviving death games, mangas like Liar Game, Kaiji, and Battle Royale. And well, I read some stories about these indebted people entering into these life and death games, and that became really immersive for me because I was struggling financially myself. It seems like the show is based upon his life at the time and some of his favorite mangas as well. It's great to see that manga has influenced another project that made its way globally. Hopefully more people enter the world of Korean and Japanese writing and film. And that's the end of the video. While we don't know a whole lot about Season 2 of Squid Game, it looks like it's going to be a big one. This show has a lot to live up to, so Season 2 will probably take a while to come out. Stay tuned to the internet for news about it. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe with notifications on. Thanks for watching. Bye.